Ancient Athens, a city-state renowned for its burgeoning democracy, its architectural marvels, and its vibrant intellectual life, was also home to one of history's most enigmatic and influential figures, Socrates, living from approximately 470 to 399 BCE. Socrates left no written works of his own. Our understanding of his life, his ideas, and his methods comes primarily through the writings of his students, most notably Plato and Xenophon, and the plays of his contemporary Aristophanes. Despite this reliance on secondary sources, a compelling portrait emerges of a man who challenged the conventions of his time and whose pursuit of truth continues to resonate millennia later. Socrates was not a wealthy or politically powerful citizen. He was known for his distinctive appearance, often described as plain or even chulu, ugly, and for his simple lifestyle. Unlike the sophists of his era, who charged fees for teaching rhetoric and persuasion, Socrates claimed to teach nothing, instead engaging in dialogues with anyone who would speak with him, young and old, rich and poor, citizen and foreigner. His method, now known as the Socratic method, involved asking a series of probing questions to expose contradictions in his interlocutor's beliefs and guide them towards a clearer understanding of a concept. This wasn't about winning arguments. It was about intellectual midwifery, helping others to give birth to their own ideas. His famous declaration, "I know that I know nothing," encapsulates this humility and his relentless pursuit of wisdom through recognizing the limits of one's own knowledge. Central to Socrates' philosophy was the examination of ethical concepts such as justice, virtue, piety, and the good life. He believed that an unexamined life is not worth living and that true wisdom lay in understanding oneself. He famously argued that virtue is knowledge, implying that wrongdoing is a result of ignorance rather than malicious intent. This provocative idea challenged conventional notions of morality and responsibility. His constant questioning and his willingness to expose hypocrisy and flawed reasoning, particularly among those in positions of authority, made him both admired and ultimately feared. His unconventional approach and his perceived challenge to Athenian traditions led to his indictment on charges of impiety and corrupting the youth. Despite a spirited defense, Socrates was found guilty and sentenced to death. Offered the chance to escape, he famously refused, believing that to do so would be to violate the laws of the state he had always lived under and to compromise his principles. He calmly accepted his fate, engaging in philosophical discussion with his followers until his final moments, as vividly recounted in Plato's Phaedo. His death, a martyrdom for philosophy in the eyes of his admirers, cemented his legacy as a figure of unwavering intellectual integrity. The impact of Socrates on Western thought is immeasurable. His emphasis on critical thinking, ethical inquiry, and the pursuit of self-knowledge laid the groundwork for much of subsequent philosophy. Plato, his most famous student, developed his own complex philosophical system, heavily influenced by Socratic ideas, ensuring their transmission to future generations. While we may not have his own words, the spirit of Socrates lives on in the enduring practice of questioning, the relentless search for truth, and the belief that the examined life, however challenging, is the only one truly worth living. His legacy encourages us, even today, to question our assumptions, to delve deeper into our beliefs, and to strive for a life guided by reason and virtue.